What happens when you talk out your mouth and you make yourself some enemy? Well, Michael has a hefty price to pay with 27 ghosts. You see my face, so you know I'm back with another creepy story. So this one is actually my best friend's mother's story. And my best friend's mother, she is no stranger to voodoo. Just keep that in mind, it's gonna come up later. So this guy named Michael, right? He believed he was invincible for some reason. Michael genuinely thought he was invincible and that nobody could touch him. And because he genuinely thought that, he was a little bit reckless. Well, he was a bit reckless. So Michael was living in his home and he is known as a shit talker. Like, he just talks, like he will tell you his opinion whether you ask for it or not. And he was also very rude. So Michael lives at home, and when 2020 came, like a lot of people, he lost his job. However, after a lot of people lose their jobs, they actually try their best to actually get back on their feet. Well, not Michael. Michael had made several enemies in this life. From lovers to friends to people he doesn't know to his landlord, thinking he's invincible. So the landlord would occasionally ask Michael, like, yo bro, like, you know, when you gonna pay the rent? And at first, Michael was basically giving him the runaround until Michael decided, yo, why am I giving this guy the runaround? Like, I am big bad Michael. I'ma just tell him straight up, you ain't getting paid. Squatter's right. Michael told his Haitian landlord that it will be a cold day in hell before he receives any money from him. And the landlord said, wap con George. And George, he was about to know indeed. Fast forward to Michael developing this cough. And the cough also came with some body ailments, so like some pain. Michael would go to the doctor to try to check out what's going on with him, and they could never find anything wrong with him. They would always send him home like, you are a kicking healthy man. You're good. We can't find anything. Right. So from the little cough, things just kind of kept progressing. And if you think only his physical health took a fall, oh, you have another thing coming. Because child, this man done lost his mind. Literally. Picture this. I'm sitting here shooting this story time, and then 5 hours later, I wake up in Connecticut and I have no idea how I winded up there. This is what started happening to Michael. This second, Michael would be at home, and in the next second, he is waking up somewhere completely unknown to him that he doesn't remember going to. And that intensified because these spirits were riding this man like a donkey all up and down Nostrand Avenue, like a madman. Whenever he would come back to himself, he would have no recollection of what he was doing. This is when he officially lost it. Now, from outside perspectives, all you see is this man literally walking, running up and down Nostrand Avenue like a crazy man. But really what's happening is that he has spirits inside of him that keeps taking turns possessing him back to back, and they are driving him mad, and he has no idea he's under possession. He's just blacked out. People who knew him, who saw him outside, didn't even really recognize him. One second he's calling himself Peter, the next second he's calling himself Mark, and then the next second he's calling himself Angela. And he's getting into character like the movie Split type shit. So towards the end of that day, after they got done, you know, running through him and giving him whiplash, she winded up getting back home. And as he's home, he starts to feel like there's something growing out of his buttock. Not like the cheeks, the anus. He started to feel like there was something growing out of it. But every time he would look, there's nothing there. It is as though it's a tail, and each day he wakes up, it keeps getting worse and worse. But no one's seeing it. Remember that little cough he had earlier? Yeah, it progressed. Because at this point, he done collapsed and went to the hospital. And when he went to the hospital, this time they would find something. They found holes in his lungs. So when he returned back home, obviously Michael is aware that somebody's working some sort of magic on him. And that is when Smeralda, my best friend's mother, came into the picture. So Smeralda's mom and her friend got a call from dude because he needs to be exterminated. Smeralda's mother went in to assist him with his spiritual warfare. And there her mother would discover that these spirits were so ruthless that they were using Michael's body as a human waste bin. All of those spirits resided in him. So they were pooping inside of him. They also just couldn't get out. They couldn't just escape. They were peeing inside of him. Michael felt trapped. And then on top of that, those spirits were also violating him, if you know what I mean. It was definitely some unconsensual actions going on. So as Smeralda's mother and her friend are trying to exterminate those spirits out of him, they would learn something very important. They would learn that all of those spirits that were stuck inside of Michael, each of them were a victim of some sort. They had either died from COVID, tuberculosis, and AIDS. Those were some traumatized and angry spirits, to say the least. Esmeralda's mother discovered this as she's helping Michael, because Michael, the spirits are running through him and they are recalling events that Michael never lived. And some of them were coming through to say like they fucking told him to stop talking shit. That's when Esmeralda's mother and her friend would discover that Michael single-handedly has 27 ghosts inside of him. 27 traumatized spirits trapped inside of Michael. All because Michael refused to pay his landlord, and he's a shit talker. He has no respect. And when Esmeralda was telling me the story, she suspected that this had to be a woman that did this to him. And Esmeralda's mom suspected that, no, it was the landlord. And it wasn't just the landlord either. It was most people he ever fucked over. What they suspected is that the landlord opened up the door to something. Michael, thinking he's invincible, just kept going around fucking with more people. And because that door was already opened it just kind of allowed everything else to go through the door right into Michael. Now, while Esmeralda's mom was able to get some of the ghost out, she wasn't successful in getting all of them out. Some of them are a little bit more stubborn. Some of them want nothing more but to live. So you think they're about to just give up this perfectly fine functioning human body so easily? Michael has a very long fight ahead of him. Now, if you guys want to hear how this story ends, I could ask Esmeralda about it, and I could actually have her come and tell the story herself, because she literally got the story straight from her mom. And she did say she was going to talk to her mom and ask for more specific information, because I do want to do a part 2 to this, because I want to know if her mom successfully got out all 27 ghosts. But guys, like, I know for a lot of y'all, it's like, it's not that serious. He didn't pay rent and this is how people are treating him. Yo, we don't even take disrespect lightly in Haiti. You respect your elders, whether you know them or not. I'm gonna tell you straight up, a lot of you Americans that I meet, y'all would not survive Haiti. Straight up. Straight up. Y'all lack respect. Y'all are rude. And when you mix rude with a mean-spirited person, it ain't gonna be good. You will live to regret disrespecting a Haitian person. I promise you. Anyway, I know I've been going for a minute. Wait, no, I haven't. It's only been 3 days since I dropped the last story time, so it hasn't been that long. I did miss y'all though, because it feels like I haven't spoken to y'all in mad long. And if you want to know what my YouTube channel is for more stories like this, it's literally the same name that I have on TikTok. It's Rebecca Journey. If you look that up on TikTok, on YouTube, you look up Rebecca Journey Spooky Stories, like, I will come up. If you just cannot find the link where it says Instagram in my bio, just DM me and I'll send you the link. Each one teach one. So if you see somebody in the comments struggling, don't know how to find my YouTube page, just send it to them. Also, guys, we're almost at 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have reached the threshold to officially get monetized on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I mean, it'll probably be another month or 2 before I actually get paid from YouTube. But this is a step in the right direction. Thank you, my abducted humans. I love you guys. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so I know that it's real. So that I know you want me to succeed and work with all these brands. Duh. Okay, take it easy. Good nights. Don't be disrespectful.